Hey, what's good? Vic Mensa is a rapper out of Chicago. He's also a cast member in the show The Shy. Last week, he came out with this track featuring Mansa Musa Mensa, who happens to be Vic's son. I really like what I'm seeing with some of these artists that are actually incorporating their kids into their music. For example, Victoria Monet added her infant kid, her little daughter, onto one of her songs, and then she took that song and submitted it to the Grammys. And I believe her daughter is the youngest Grammy winning person like ever, and all the baby did was giggle a little bit. So it's just really cool to see how some artists are starting to leverage their notoriety and their position in life to benefit their kids. I'm going to be working on some drawings for an animation that I'm working on, but before we get into it, remember to go to coconutjustice.com and get you some clothes that I think would look good on you. Let's go. All right, y'all. I told you when we were watching some of the Vic Spencer videos, we're going to be watching all the Vics coming out of Chicago. So this is Vic Mensa. I want to be ready.
Mansa Musa Mensa.
This baby's already talking.
A beautiful child in this horrible world. I sat with my ear on her stomach and wondered if you were a boy or a girl. You never asked to be. I know my days are few. In this fight to make cash as clay, I thought about Ali, your name, and you. What I do in my work as a parent is to show you the worth you inherit, so you know who you are and know you a God. These devils that work on your spirit. You were born into a war zone, they killing for joy that sneaks. I'm setting your GPS on the highways. You gon' be avoiding the streets so much. Pain on the side like torn obliques. Mothers with tears that pour in their cheeks. The streets is playing these boys for keeps. We live inside the story of Jonah. We must survive the belly, get a beast. I devised a better younger me to be everything I could never be. I just wanna be.
Ooh, I love it when dads just step up. Dads out here trying to make a difference. There's some of us out here trying to make a difference. Misunderstood. Some of you guys get told some stuff that just ain't true. Some of us just be on our grind. Some of us be trying to do the right thing. Some of us are trying to build the future for our family. And that's what he's telling his son on wax. Look, I got you. I have busted my ass to get to this point, and now I'm ready. I want to be ready. I want to give you everything that I never had, set you up for success. That's what real men talk about. Not all this bullshit about, I'm the only one that can answer and fix things and all this stuff. Nah. I want to set you up for success, just like this. Let's go.
I wanna be ready. Yeah. I know that you're ready, cause God wouldn't give you a challenge that you couldn't handle. I come from the source of creation. I'm a manifestation, a channel, a reincarnation, an ancestor from the plantation to the pyramids. We had to survive in America way before Gil Scott died of heroin.
We just watched some Gil Scott. We just watched Gil Scott Heron videos. Just did. This is what it's about. When people question hip hop, when they question what is hip hop, this is hip hop. He's sharing knowledge and the history of the struggle with his son. And we have busted our ass and put up with so much bullshit. We want it different for our kids. We want our kids to have opportunities too. It's not just your kids that get to go to good schools. It's not just your kids that get a goddamn sandwich. It's not just your kids that get properly funded activities. We should be ashamed of ourselves as a nation that likes to flaunt itself out there. We should be ashamed that we are putting fathers in jail. We should be ashamed that we are not investing way more in education, that we are not investing more in our own people, feeding them, knowing that proper nutrition builds a stronger, more healthy, more intelligent population. If you're not talking like that, I don't want to hear it. If you aren't talking to my kids and your kids like Vic is talking on this song to his son, I don't want to hear it. Don't run for office. You're an asshole. You need to go away. This is how you teach your kids and other people's kids, like this. This is what hip hop is. This is the sharing of information and letting people know, yo, we can do this. We can build each other up. You just have to learn from history and see and actually wake up. All of you idiots that done ruined the word woke. This is what the fuck woke is talking about. Wake up, because they got you brainwashed into bullshit. They continue to tell you that black and brown fathers don't give a shit. That's not the case. That's not the case. We're out here fighting for survival, fighting to give our kids a better tomorrow. The same shit you guys are doing. The same way all of the, especially the politicians, they're playing a different game. They're educating their kids. They're connecting their kids with the other kids that are going to be powerful. Our kids are just out here floundering on some bullshit. Getting an education from TikTok, doing dumb shit. Clean this up, Vic.
My birth is imperative. Through me, we be working a narrative. Baby Jesus was really a vessel and Mary was merely a surrogate. I deserve to experience joy. I deserve to experience pain.
You do,
my destiny is to carry the torch like an Olympian bearing a flame. Hot flash, feeling my mama in terrible pain. Seeing the doctors, hearing the screams. Heavens are open and tears are rain. We in the flood, the story you know we're out of the mud. Humanity is saved. I can feel immortality and change. To continue the family and name. When I'm old, it'll be my world. I'm a star, so I gotta shine. I never let a child starve or bombs drop on Palestine.
Let's
Time
go.
stops when the clock
Let's
starts.
go.
It was 5 minutes past 9.
Wake up. We don't have to be dropping bombs. We don't have to be doing none of that. We can build ourselves up as an example of what it can be. But again, we're putting out all these pictures of just silliness and dumb shit, cat videos and stupid shit. We're not educating ourselves. We're not setting up our kids, the next generation. We're not setting them up for success. And we let greedy people take the wheel. They're not investing in us. They're investing in themselves. They're figuring out ways to make more money. They don't care about your well-being. If they did, schools wouldn't be closing. We wouldn't have to be fighting about whether or not kids have food.
Now it's my time. More specifically, it's God's time. God's time.
Come get us, God. We don't know what the hell we're doing. Yep. Vic brought it. That is what, like when I tell you some of this gobbledygook that you guys be listening to sometimes, the stuff with the mumble mouth and all that stuff, boy, you see the difference. You see the difference. Vic didn't do shit but preach. His baby was super advanced, talking, dropping bars. Baby's like 3 months old. But no, shout out Vic, man. You did your thing, man. And shout out for taking time. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I was a producer in a hip-hop documentary back a little while ago. And Vic came and spent time with the crew and got interviewed for that documentary. He's looking out. The homies, that's how you're going to do it. You know people, I know people, you got your thing going, I got my thing going, let's go make some money together. Or let's, build each other up, build up the community so we could do really cool shit together. Because otherwise, like, We're out here by ourselves. And let me tell you, some of the people that are pulling the making the wheels turn in Washington and stuff like that, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit if we succeed, if we fail. We have to do it on our own. We have to reach out to each other and build each other up. They're not going to do it for us. And then when we educate ourselves, then we'll know how to leverage all of that momentum to start getting some of this change done that we've been fighting for. He mentioned Gil Scott-Heron. Whitey's on the moon. You know what I mean? The revolution will not be televised. How are we, 50 years later, how are we still fighting the same fights and arguing the same arguments and doing all the same dumb shit? We need to educate our people, and exactly what Vic was talking about in this song. You have to build up our kids, the next generation, build them up to be successful. Otherwise, it's going to fall apart. All these knuckleheads just keep falling for the same dumb bullshit. We don't need to be living like that. We don't need to bomb people to prove that democracy is the best way. Why don't we build ourselves up and be that shining example on the hill, all that bullshit? Why don't we build ourselves up and make it easy for people to want to be free? Make your own decisions. I don't need some strong man telling me what to do. I need help. I need help. We need help, like building up our communities and stuff like that. Leaving people out in the cold is not the way. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Share it with each and every one of your friends. And if you want to come hang out with me, watch videos while I work on creative projects, hit that subscribe button. And then change the little bell icon to all, so every time I come out with something new, you'll be alerted. Don't forget to go to coconutjustice.com to get you some dope gear. And with that, I'm out.